My name is Long Nguyen. I'm from Bonnybrook area, but I was born in Australia, but my parents are Vietnamese, so that's my background. I started since October 21, COVID. So during COVID time, so I got another business. All right, so my other business is F45. Obviously the fitness industry struck down quite hard during COVID. We were shut down for like over 270 days. You know, there wasn't much happening for the fitness industry. So I was just thinking to myself, what can I possibly do to make more money? I didn't want to go and work for someone else because I've been doing F45 for over 8 years or so. So I've been my own boss for a while now, and I didn't want to go to an office job. So I thought, what can I do that I can still access my mobile and whatnot with my customers now? And I thought, Jim's Mowing, you know, it's contactless. If COVID or another pandemic ever happens again, at least we know that this job is guaranteed in a way that you're going to continue work. You're going to continue to have work with you. So then, yeah, I just looked it up and I thought Jim's Mowing was a great way to go. It's just a guaranteed way of making money. It just all depends on how much you want to work, and that is the beauty of Jim's Mowing. Okay, so when I first purchased the Jim's Mowing franchise in Fairfield, I did have to start it, or I had to work it myself, and I had another worker with me, so it's always two of us at one go. I wanted to work on the tools, so I knew what I was doing. I knew the mowers, I knew the trimmers, the whippersnippers. I knew all about the materials and what customers really want or expect us to do, and how to talk and speak to the customers. So I was on the tools for about 3 to 6 months, just working it. I was doing 12-hour days, you know, during that time, because during the time when we purchased it, during October 21, it was the peak season during that time. So we had a lot of work coming through, a lot of leads were coming through. Paul, being my franchisor, he was really good, really helped me out at the start as well. So I was on the tools on the road for about 3 to 6 months. Then I decided that this was actually a lot better than what I thought at the start, because the work was just absolutely just coming right through. It's coming through. It just kept coming at us. So then I got a business partner involved as well. So I gave him 50%. I said to my business partner, "Hey, you want to join forces, join hands with this? You do the field work, so you manage all the field, while I do all the admin, the back end work. So I do all the quotes, all the leads that come through. I do all the invoices. So if there's anything, I'm the main man to go to. But then anything happens on the field, it will go to my business partner." So now he's doing the field work, which he's doing the quotings, he's doing looking after my boys and looking after everything, the utes and everything like that. So we're not getting all the profit myself 100%, but in hindsight, it's not frying my brain, if that makes any sense. So it's been a good adventure so far. I've got about 10 people in my team, a couple casuals, a couple part-times, and I think about 4 full-timers. So I get all the details of the customer. I inform the customer exactly I ask them what they need done. If there's photos or whatever it is, or if my business partner goes out on site, they'll take photos of what needs to be done. We then will relay it to our boys, showing them the photos, showing them and have a description of exactly what needs to be done. But before all that, we always make sure that they contact the customer, make sure that they speak to the customer, know what they're doing with the job, and then at the end of the job, make sure the customer sees the work that's being done. And we don't go away from site until the customer is happy and they agreed that this is what they're paying the money for. And then I'll touch base with the customer afterwards, and I'll ask them how the job was and how my boys were, and normally they give me pretty good feedback. Yeah, that's the hard bit. That is always the hard bit. So even for the fitness industry, that's the killer. So hate to be to be honest, it's just that's what kills a business, right? Not just your overheads, but if you don't have the employees or the staff, then your business is gone, right? It's just screening them, just training them, and just making sure that there's communication between yourself and your employees. Make sure they don't feel like they're on their own. If they feel like they're on their own, they might as well freelance and go off, right? It's always about just making sure that they are happy and they know what they're doing. Because if they don't have a leader or guidance, then it's gone, right? And the business needs to survive, and you need good employees for that. So it's a lot from word of mouth. And then when you go on client sites and whatnot, people ask. They'll ask you, and then we'll always give it a go. And then the Seek, but Seek is, I haven't found Seek being very good at all, and they charge you an arm and a leg per month, right? So if you got, it's word of mouth, post it on your Facebook page and your Insta and whatnot, and ask your family and friends, and I'm pretty sure if someone is handy enough, they'll know how to work a mower and a whip stripper and a blower, right? It's just training them how to speak to the customers. Is about, that's easy to train, right? So as long as they can speak English and they can communicate well, I think that's all you need. So it's all petrol at the moment. I haven't migrated to the battery yet. A bit skeptical on the battery, although a lot of people are saying to me how strong the batteries are. But I'm still doing all the petrol, and I'm using all Hondas and Steels at the moment. It's just all the self-propelled mowers and just the normal straight shaft for the whip strippers. Yeah, that's a tough question you asked, Joe. That's really tough, right? Now, I've always been business-minded for a while now, so I never seen myself working 24/7 and making that business thrive. I'd rather be in the back end of things and coordinating everything. So that's actually quite hard. It's all in your mindset. It's how strong willpower do you have? It's you as an individual and your personality. Whether or not you got it, then it's great. But if you're not a leader, I hate to say it, but if you're not a leader, it's just hard to do, because then your employees will see that. They'll see that you can't lead, and then that respect that should be there, it's gone, and they won't respect in what you do, and then that means that they won't work for you. They just won't. They won't listen to what you say, and then they'll just leave you. Just being there for the boys, just always hearing them out, and making sure that they know that they've got support. Right? This job alone, Jim's Mowing, you are by yourself or with another partner. It just all depends on how you run your business. I've seen a lot of Jim's Mowing, it's just one person in the car, in the ute, whatever it is, and they just do the job on their own. It's actually really, it can get really boring. It can get really lonely, right? Because all you're doing is going out there mowing. You got the headphones on, whatever it is. You're going out there, you're mowing, you're whip stripping, you're blowing, right? That's you do 5 jobs a day, and you know what? You're absolutely knackered by the end of the day. And then you go home and do your admin work. What time do you have? Where's your balance, right? So there is no balance. You've got to find a balance. So my balance is just to make sure that the boys know what they're doing, and the jobs that I delegate to them, I'll make sure that it's not too strenuous. One job might take them 4 hours, but the next couple of jobs might take them half an hour. So I've got to mix it. But if I give them the same jobs over and over, if they do hedging all the way through for the whole day, their shoulders are going to go, right? So I've got to make sure that it's evenly distributed, so then the boys don't argue amongst themselves saying, hey, you got the easy jobs or you got the harder jobs. So it's all about making sure that these boys know that it's fair. It's fair game that, hey, one day you might have a bit harder jobs, but the next day you have an easier day. So I think that really helps in that sense too. It's just part of the family genes, unfortunately. My whole my siblings, they all got their own businesses as well. So it wasn't about reading anything. It's just about what I wanted to do. And where I saw myself. I didn't see myself in a corporate world. I didn't see myself working 9 to 5. That's just not me, right? It's like some people, they don't see themselves finishing high school. It's just, education's not everything. You see the richest people in the world, they haven't finished high school. So I'm going way off topic here. But they don't finish high school. It's just where you see yourself and what goals you want to achieve before you're 40 or 50 years old, right? At the moment, I am 41. So this is the peak time for me. This is time I've got to actually strive and achieve what I need to achieve. I'd love more leads to come through, Joel. But, not to be greedy, I am very happy with where I am in 2 years of being with Jim's Mowing. To have 10 people on me, or not on me, 10 people under me, to have 4 or 5 utes on the road, I can't ask for much more. I really can't, right? So if someone has told me in 2 years' time I'm going to have 10 guys working under me and doing mowing and stuff, I'll probably wouldn't ever think it, right? It's mowing, right? So I wouldn't think it. So it's been a great journey, and I just hope to grow a bit more and see how we go from there. So I'll keep my leads open regardless on how busy I am. So during winter, we all know Melbourne. Melbourne's amazing. I don't know where you guys are watching this, but Melbourne, it's the state to be, hey, with the weather and whatnot. So I keep all the leads open at all times, because I know during winter the leads dry down or die down completely. And if I if the leads die down on me, that means my workers will have no jobs. So I try to keep, I know it might burn my workers during the peak time, but in order for them to have work or consistent work all the way through, I got to make sure the leads are open so then I can actually maintain the new leads and make them to my regulars. So whatever they want. So if a customer calls up for whatever reason and they want extra jobs here and there, if we can do it, we will do it. Whether or not it's laying pavers or whatever it is, we will do it. Rubbish removals. It's anything that I believe that my guys can do, then we will go ahead and do it. If I'm not confident in doing the job 100%, I won't do it. Paul's been fantastic. He knows how I am. He knows how I work. So he doesn't really bother me too much, but he's always there for me. The support for gyms has been absolutely fantastic. To have someone like a franchisor in the middle, for you to contact anytime, anywhere, and know that you'll get a response, that's phenomenal. In a business, it's phenomenal. You know you're not alone. Although you are alone, but you are not alone, if that makes any sense, and you guys will understand it once you guys go out there and have your franchisor and you're out there by yourself. You guys will understand exactly what I just meant then. You know what? You make as much as you put out. If you close your leads, you're not going to make anything. If you're there for 2 jobs a day and this is more like a retirement fund or whatever it is, then that's fine. That's fine. You can do that, right? My initial plan was to only have 2 leads a day and just make my $400 or $500 a day, whatever it is, go home, that's it. But I saw how easy it was to make money. So that's why I decided to expand my business. But honestly, the start, it was meant to be only a couple jobs a week, make my $700, cover the franchise fees, cover my costs, make a bit of income on the side, and that was it. But like I said, and I'll repeat it again, it was that easy, that it was just so simple that I just continued to want to grow. I want at least 8 utes on the road, which makes it about 16 to 20 guys. But whether or not my wife will let is a different story, right? Like I said, my mind doesn't stop. Regardless if I'm on holidays or whatever it is, that my phone is stuck to my hand, okay? But if you've got a good business partner, you could be probably, and you guys are on the same wavelength and know exactly what you guys are doing, you guys can just handle that phone around. Just have one phone and just pass the phone around. And then if you've got managers as well on the field, so you got yourself as the head, then you got your business partner, and then you got managers behind that. You know what? You're running a good business, and you know what? I think it's endless. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can go in the areas you want in Melbourne. So it's fantastic, right? It's just all depends on you. And the people that I know in gyms mowing, like I said, they only take a couple jobs on a day because that's all they want. That's not how I want to roll. I want to grow as big as I can, or as big as gyms mowing allows me to grow. So when I first heard about the fees from Paul, I said, you know what? I said, is that it? That's exactly what I said. I said, is that it? I said, what's the kick here? What else is there? And it goes to lead fees as well. I think the lead fees are a bit more than other divisions out there. But look, you make it back as long as you keep your customers. The thing is, keep your customers, and by keeping your customers is by keeping them informed. Be different. Don't be a normal person. You got to be different. You got to follow them up. You got to call them. You got to make sure after the job is done, you call them again. 2 weeks time, put them in your schedule again or in your calendar, and just ask them, hey, how's your grass going? How's your garden going? Would you like to come back? A lot of them won't message you back, but if you are proactive enough, then you should be able to maintain that. Well, I've been doing business for about 8 years now, so you know it's part of my lifestyle. You just have to, right? I've got two small kids as well, 2 young kids, and you'll see them very soon. They're going to run in very soon. But you just have to make that time. Work isn't everything, but do know that because that gyms mowing has that 2 hour lead time or what that is, if you have your leads on, just make sure you just respond to that lead. Okay, that's pretty much it. And after that, you know what? You can go off and do whatever you got to do, and then set a time later on the evening so you can do your admin work, and that's pretty much how you should run it. To grow the way we have, it's been fantastic, and that's why I said that's endless. You create your own wealth with this, and you can charge what you want. Just don't devalue yourself, right? Know what you're worth. Stick to the price. There's going to be people that are going to say, no, it's too expensive, you're joking me. someone's charged an X amount. Don't match it. Don't match it, because there's other jobs out there, right? If you start matching that, they're going to tell their friends and family and whatnot, and then you're going to start matching all that price in that area. You don't want to do that. You want to stick to your price, and you got to hold your own value.